Hey folks, Quill18 here, and League of Legends is freaking down again, and so I'm looking at my other games and trying to figure out what to play, and I decided, let's do another audio commentary of something, and yeah, I've decided to load up Sid Meier's Civilization 4, which, for me, if you were to ask me my list of top 5 games of all time, I'm not 100% sure what that top 5 list would include exactly, but Civ 4 would definitely be it. Now, I've played Civ since the original games, the original days of Civ 1. I've played Alpha Centauri. I've played all the other clones and Civ-like games and everything like that. And, I know I'm not, the final authority on such things, but in my opinion, Civ 4 is the absolute pinnacle of the genre. And I'm really excited because Civ 5 has recently been announced, but frankly, and I'm hoping the sound isn't too loud, turn it down a little bit here. But frankly, they're going to be hard-pressed to beat Civ 4. It just seems to be really good. Now, despite what this title screen says, if those of you out there who are experienced with this game, I am playing with the Beyond the Sword pack. I've just chosen this classic opening screen because I think it looks the sexy. So, without further ado, let's start a game. Play now. I'm going to play on the Earth 2 generator. So this is all the different types of maps that can be generated. Earth 2 will regenerate a map that looks very similar to Earth, but will still be kind of randomized. So A, you won't know where you are, and B, you can't know for sure where everything will be. But it'll seem kind of familiar, so I think that's kind of cool. Let's go medium. Sea level's temperate, that's probably kind of normal. Standard, yeah, okay, we'll just... Who should I play as? Maybe I should leave it random. There's a few kind of boring civs that I don't really care for in here. Or leaders. If you've never played this game, like let's say you pick the American Empire. You play as Lincoln, Roosevelt, or Washington. Each one has slightly different traits. So each empire has a unique military unit and a unique building, but each leader has a specific stat or set of traits that may be unique for that. Both of these Indian leaders are spiritual, but one is philosophical and one is organized. All right, I'll just leave it on random. We'll make it exciting. Quill18, that's me, of course. I often play on epic speed, which is slower. And usually, like, Monarch's sort of my peak. I'll play Monarch, and I do okay there, assuming I get the right start and the right civ. Prince I'm a little bit more reliable at. I will play it on normal here, just because I don't want these videos to last forever. And what I will probably be doing as I play is I'll probably sort of edit out between turns or something like that, just to keep the pace up a little bit. And there we go. Let's see what it gives us. And if you've never played this game, you don't know anything about it, let's just wait, and you're going to hear the most epic voice ever. Anytime now. Come on. Come on. You can do it. I know you can.
In the beginning, the earth was without form.
That's right, it's Leonard Nimoy. He is the narrator of the game. That is to say, Spock. Spock did all the voices for the game. Oh, we got Catherine of Russia. So she's creative and imperialistic, so that's pretty good combination for having a really big empire. Starts with hunting and mining. Their unique unit is the Cossack, which replaces cavalry. Unique building is a research institute, which replaces laboratory. So two different generations of the Russian golden age there. That's more sort of communist era, and this is more, I don't know what you would call it, the imperialist era. And while Russia didn't exist at 4000 BC, that's what we're starting as. Of course, many of the civilizations in the game did not coexist, but we're going to not worry about that too much. So we started as a scout because we do have hunting, so that's nice. And we've got a settler here now. Our settler is placed next to a river, which is always good. Has sheep and corn within the starting radius, and in the extended radius has freaking gold. Knowing nothing else about how this game is going to play out, if I lose this game, it's because I don't know, I fucked something up horribly, because starting with gold is such a huge advantage, it's almost unfair. Like, sometimes I'll restart these games because it's so huge. It just throws your research through the roof and helps really finance a big empire. But all right, that's good enough. I like this placement. I will settle right away. And settle Moscow. Oh, looks like I'm just off the coast here somewhere. I will start with a worker. We'll get back to that in a sec. And my scout is going to hit this goody hut here. There's a tribal village. And the reason I didn't, even though my worker was, or my scout was selected first, I didn't go into the goody hut right away because there's always a chance that these guys will give you a free technology, but you need to have a city for that. So if you go into the goody hut first, you won't get the free tech. They'll give you something else. So let's cross our fingers, hope it's good. Oh, free tech! See how that paid off? Wow, agriculture for free, which is amazing because I need agriculture for the corn. Holy crap, this game literally cannot be set up better. And is there more gold there? This is absolutely ridiculous. If I were playing on Monarch, I don't think I could lose, but I don't know. It has been a while, and I'm saying all this, and I'm just going to get myself embarrassed, but whatever. Let's see what we can do about dominating. Okay, so I need a technology. Let's look here. Let's look at the big picture of the text, and you can see if you've ever played this game, the tech tree is quite extensive, and you can research it in quite a varied order. And you don't need to pick up all the text. Like, for example, if I wanted to get the priesthood, I could do it either by going mysticism, meditation, priesthood, or mysticism, polytheism, priesthood. And I actually never need to get meditation for any reason, or polytheism. I probably don't have to get it all, although polytheism leads to monotheism, which leads to theology. Yeah, I guess you don't need that branch in any way whatsoever if you do not want it. But, okay, I need the mining for the gold, but I'm already there, so that's good. I need the agriculture for that. At some point, I will need animal husbandry for the, is it pigs? Sheep. That's not a bad first tech. I'll need roads fairly quickly, so the wheel I need for that, because I'll at some point want to get the gold connected up to my trade network, so that it brings happiness all over the place because of a luxury resource. But that's not absolutely critical. I guess for lack of anything better to do, I'll take animal husbandry, even though I don't strictly need it right away. I'm going to start a worker right away in Moscow so that I can start picking up my my resources here. And then I'm just going to go off exploring with my dude, and I'm going to try to skip through these turns as quickly as possible. Holy crap, that's an awesome starting place. I can build another city right there. In fact, I'm going to put a little note, I think, right here for a city. There's going to be a little overlap with Moscow, but that will give them the fish, the crabs, and the gold once I plop it down. So I think that's more than worth a little bit of overlap. Yeah, actually, you just go that way. The borders of Moscow have expanded. So these are the borders of my nation, the Russian Empire. Of course, is red. And it is your cities by default have sort of a 9x9 or a 3x3 square when you first plop them down. But if they've got any kind of culture, the culture will push out your borders. Now your capital automatically gets them. Plus, I'm creative, which means all my cities will actually generate culture no matter what. They don't need to build any special buildings to do it. So these borders will push out. Now this, what they call the fat cross, which is this. This section that goes out 2 squares from the city in every direction. That's as many tiles as the city can ever work. But if I keep building culture in the city, the borders of my nation will continue to expand, and I will claim more and more territory, which is good for defenses and picking up resources. Gotta keep exploring. Scared some birds there. The graphics in this game look pretty nice. Actually, I have a fair amount of the animations turned off because I find they annoy me. Maybe I should turn them on, like the combat animations, because they're going to be quite fun. Turn off quick combat. Yeah, I guess that's it. Or there's a combat zoom option, isn't there? Maybe under graphics. Combat zoom. There we are. Excellent. So, any guesses as to where I am? This could be India. Maybe. I mean, it could be like the south tip of Africa. This could be South Africa, I suppose. That may make more sense. I think, given the scale, I'm thinking more like that. So, or even South America, but I'm not hitting any jungle. Well, I'm not hitting any much in the way of desert. We'll find out pretty quickly. This is actually a desert. No, it's a plains hill.